What is up, fam? Jessica Vieira here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited for today's episode because I'm going to be sharing with you all of my sneaky little AI hacks. And specifically, I'm going to be showing you my Claude Project system that writes all of my ads. Now, I have spent well over $1 million on paid advertising, specifically on Meta across Facebook and on Instagram. And I have scaled digital products, memberships, high ticket business models, an agency. So I've been creating ads for a really, really long time, over the last 7 years. And over the time, I've had to create a system in order to mass produce ads. Because as we know, as time has evolved, creating ads definitely has gotten easier with AI. And I've come up with sneaky little hacks that have definitely helped me. All of my ads sit above a 2 to 3x ROAS on digital products and a membership funnel. And in the past, when I had my high ticket business model, we were extremely profitable with ads, selling packages from $7,000, $15,000, all the way up to $50,000 for masterminds and also for our high ticket agency services. But for today's episode specifically, I'm going to share with you how I'm using AI to write all of my ads. And most people are using AI the wrong way. And before we get into this, like, if you are not integrating AI into your business, you are losing so much time. Like, I've noticed people are very, very resistant to integrating AI into their business, specifically a lot of people in the coaching industry. And it's not about replacing you, it's actually about becoming more efficient. AI accelerates the process. It takes what could take you 1 week of writing copy and brainstorming and thinking, and it could take 1 week of work or even 2 weeks of work, and shorten the amount of time into a couple of hours, which is quite phenomenal. So today I'm going to show you how to use Claude. Now, I used to use ChatGPT, and I was like a diehard fan of ChatGPT. I was like anti-Claude, didn't want to learn Claude, wasn't interested in all the Claude tips and hacks. And people were like, "Oh, you got to get on Claude, you got to get on Claude," and I was so resistant to it. And then I one day decided, well, you know what? I'm just going to give it a go and I'm going to try it. And oh my gosh, Claude is 10 times better for marketing than ChatGPT is. So today I'm going to show you how I use one Claude project, how I set it up, and I'm going to share screen. I'm going to walk you through the flow and the strategy and everything, the things that you need to put into your Claude project in order for this to actually work for you, okay? And whilst I'm going through all of this, I'm going to give you a lot of value today, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do. But if at any point you're like, wow, this is amazing, and you want to learn the step-by-step, you want all the documents, you want the whole system, you want to know exactly what to do, and you want me to be able to show you exactly how to implement every single little thing, then I do teach all of this inside of Your Brain and AI, and the link is underneath this episode for you to come and join. I literally just did a workshop on the new Facebook Meta Andrometer last week. I went for an hour and a half, and I created all these sheets for my students, a playbook on exactly how to set up and scale your ads, how to get to $500 to $1,000 a day in ads, and how to be really profitable, and also went through all the creative strategy behind creating ads, okay, and scaling those ads. So I'm not going to use this video as a pitch fest. The link is underneath this episode. If you know you want to be in, then you know I'm not going to go through a whole pitch on that. So first things first, okay? Now, Claude is really, really cool, and I'm going to show you how to set this up, and I'll share screen in just a minute. But Claude is really amazing. And whilst you can create projects inside of ChatGPT, I just think Claude has a way, it has been built in a way that can actually read all of the documents and give better outputs, essentially. So first things first. Now, inside of Claude, okay, and I'm going to show you, you are going to have the Claude project, okay? Now, with your Claude project, inside there is an option to upload files. Okay. So when you upload files into the project board, that means any single chat thread that you have inside of this folder, that means that any chat thread that you have, you can call upon each of these documents and the AI can read the protocols and read everything you've got in these documents. So for me, I like to isolate one Claude project for ads. Okay. And then I might end up having one for ads. I'll have one, I'll have one for ads, and then I might end up having multiple different like chat threads on different specific micro topics. So, like, one will be like ads review, one will be sales page copy, Another one could be emails. Another one could be retargeting. So then, because I'm created this Claude project, I now have all these really hyper specific chats that's related to this like one specific offer. Okay. Now, underneath, and let me just get rid of this. Don't want to get all messy here. Cool. So then underneath here, inside of my Claude project, I have a few different things, okay? So pick a color, go orange. So I'm upload, and I wish I could turn this sideways, but for today we're going to do this. So I upload one. The first thing I upload is my ICP document, okay? And I'm going to walk you through what these are. My first is my ICP document, okay? The second thing that I'm going to upload is my brand, is my brand Bible, okay? These are foundational marketing tools. Otherwise, you create ads, you create emails, you create all these assets like that literally don't even sound like your offer, okay? The next thing that I will upload into it is my sales page. And this is both a PDF, which is a screenshot, and then also a doc with all the copy. Okay, so a screenshot of the entire page, and then a Word doc that has all of the copy of the sales page and the order page. Okay, and then the last thing that I put inside of here is two things: my ads playbook, and then also my archetypes. My archetypes document. My archetypes document has about almost 100 different types of ad creatives that you can create for your specific offer, so that you never ever have to run out of ideas. Okay. So to recap real quick, we have one Claude project, we put our ICP doc in, we put our brand Bible in, our sales page, screenshot of the page, and also a doc with all of the copy, and then ads playbook and an archetype spreadsheet that has all the different ad formats and all the different ad angles that you can put in. Okay. Now, the output for all of this, because we're building this system that has all of these assets in it, the result of that is can have really amazing ad copy output. Okay. So we're going to have this incredible system that has all of the data and all of the information on our specific offer, okay? Because when you're creating ads, the most important thing is congruency in messaging, okay? The congruency in messaging. And we always have to make sure that we're speaking to unaware audience, problem-aware audience, problem-aware, unaware audience, the most aware. So we want to make sure that we're speaking to the different levels of awareness types, okay? So this is basically what is going to go inside of your project folder. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through these different documents. Okay, so one document that is foundational that I get every single student to use, okay? It's called a ICP document, okay? So an ideal client profile document, all right? Now, I have been using this document for years. This has been a foundational marketing tool that we use that asks so many questions. You want to have like a deep dive into your ideal client profile, okay? And it's going to ask like a lot of questions, like what skills do you use in your current job? And this is quite a big document. So at the same time, if you're not in a 9 to 5, some of these questions won't be relevant to you. But essentially, we want to go through every single section and we want to answer it to the best of our abilities. So our first part is identifying and monetizing your skill set. Okay, so what skill do you use in your current job, business, or daily life? What problems do you solve for people? What do people always ask you for help with? Have you already helped someone achieve results with your knowledge? So this is basically like a really big brain extraction. Okay, so you want to build like this ideal client profile master brain workbook. Okay. Now, there's a couple of little hacks when it comes to like building one of these. Like you can either ask, if you're using AI right now and you've been building like a brain inside of your whatever platform you're using, you can ask your AI to say like, ask me 50 to 100 questions on my ideal client profile, because I want to build an ideal client profile workbook and master brain for all of my marketing assets. Okay. Now, this specific document really breaks down so many different parts. So it also goes through who is your ideal client. I know it's really basic things, but like I do this every single year. I do this and I refresh my ICP workbook because offers change. Obviously, I'm evolving. My marketing shifts. I get better every single year. So this is like a revolving document, and it should always be upgrading, and you should do something like this every single year for your business. And some things may stay the same and some things may change, but this becomes a part of your Claude project board. Okay. The next thing that I have is that I built is we call it my AI Genius Queen Brand Bible, okay? Because I've pivoted heavily into AI. So therefore, I've even had to look at how I'm doing my marketing. Is my marketing congruent? Is my marketing congruent? I want everything that I create on social media and across my ads to all come back to AI, so that I can position myself as the AI queen for the online education industry. So inside of this, and basically you can build this out with AI as well. And it is like a brand messaging Bible. So it goes through, for example, few things that you want to build your brand Bible on is your brand identity and positioning, the origin story. So, what your story is, what led you to where you are right now, your target audience deep dive, brand voice and personality, the 5 content pillars that you will position all your content, your marketing around, your product suite, proof points and authority markers, compliance guidelines, visual identity, hook frameworks, caption formulas, CTA and hashtag library, and sample content examples. Okay. So this right now, like we're just building and building upon it, but we're using this like for even just our organic content at the minute, and making sure that everything we write is congruent. But you can also create this, and you can also put this inside of this ads project. Okay. Now, the next thing, so I've got the ICP, the brand Bible. Okay. So the next thing you want to do is you want to have your sales page. So for example, this is my sales page for your brain in AI. Now I take a screenshot of the entire sales page, and I just use screen capture. It's a little Chrome extension that just Google it. It's a Chrome extension, and it sits on top of obviously on top of Chrome, duh. And you can just click it and it'll take a whole screenshot of the entire sales page in a PDF. And then you can just save that PDF and you're going to upload that to the Claude project. Okay. So this is my sales page for your brain and AI. So I'm going to do that. And then the next thing that I do is I just do Command C, and then I copy the entire sales page copy, and I put that on a Word document, okay? And I'm going to upload that to the project board. The next thing that I do is see this video sales letter here, so VSL. Now, I also say absolute gold inside of this VSL. So I'm going to make sure, obviously I film this with a transcript, I'm going to make sure that I get the transcript of this, and I'm going to put that as well on a Word document, and I'm going to call it, Your Brain in AI VSL. Okay. I'm also going to do the checkout cart as well, and the order page. So really important, just make sure that you have everything because you want your Claude project to have as much information as possible. Okay. Now, the next thing that I then upload into this system is my archetype, my creative archetype. And let me just move my head here because there we go, is my creative archetype database. Okay, so I created this for my students. It's pretty much like it's an evolving document right now. I've got nano banana hacks for like ad images and also all the strategy behind doing that, but that's a lesson for another time. And then I have 90 creative archetypes. Okay, so whenever you're stuck, basically you can just call upon the files inside of the Claude project and say like, I need to create 3 ads for unaware audience. Can you pull from the creative archetype database and can you create me 3 top of funnel, cold traffic, talking head ads that are under 40 seconds long? I need the full transcript that speaks to comparison before and after inside of the creative archetypes database, skeptic to believer, and pain agitation. Can you create that? So then it's going to basically pull upon this Excel spreadsheet and it's going to create you ad scripts specifically focused on those 3 archetypes for your ads. Okay. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff in here, but if you want this spreadsheet, just join Your Brain in AI. You can get this, and you can get everything that I'm going through in today's episode. Okay. Now, once you do this, once you have you've collected all your documents and you have like literally everything ready to go, you can see here like this is like a little bit of a I'm not going to show you my whole Claude database, but like you can see here like I isolate everything. I have Your Brain and AI, repurposing content, Brit, private client, Your Brain and AI YouTube. This is a funnel, feminine sales intelligence funnel, Laura, client, SOPs, another client. Like I'm always isolating everything. So what you're going to do is when you create a Claude account, you're going to go to new project and it's really easy. And then you're going to name it. So let's just say I'm going to call this Your Brain in AI project. And I'm just going to call this test so I know to delete it. Now you can put what are you trying to achieve here if you like, but I always just miss that. That's fine. So once you have created your project, all you need to do is see over here on the right-hand side, inside of this project, you can upload files. So you're just going to click add files, and this is where you're going to upload all of the assets that I just told you, and you're going to upload that into here, okay? And then you can even give like instructions to your AI. And to set project instructions, it would be provide Claude with relevant instructions and information for chats with the Your Brain AI project test. This will work alongside user preferences and selected style in a chat, okay? So you can tell it specifically how you want it to operate, and it's basically like your own co-pilot employee that's helping you. Think of it as your creative strategist. Like it's pretty phenomenal. So once you've set all that up, then every single chat that you use, like every single thread, like I'm just gonna say here, like ads, reviews, I'm just going to say like, this is going to be one chat for ad reviews. Okay. And then inside of this chat thread, you can call upon the documents and say like, hey, I need, like I said before and gave you that example. Okay. And then you might end up having sales, maybe like ads review, retargeting. No, sorry. Ads copywriting, ads creation, for example. And you might end up having multiple different threads for multiple little hyper-specific like hyper-specific areas when it comes to writing ads. So you might have one for ad creation, like talking head ads. You might have one for, AI generated image ads. So you're going to end up having all these different threads for your project. Okay. So this is the system that I am using right now, and I have found it very, 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 very. Oh, let me get rid of myself. Very, very, very helpful. Like, it's how I've been able to push out so much creatives. And with the new like Facebook Andromeda update, it relies on a lot of dynamic testing of creatives. So I wanted to share what's been working for me, and I hope that you've been able to take something from today's episode, and that you're able to apply this to your own business. I really want to be able to show you guys like all of the AI hacks that I am currently doing right now that's helping me be able to 10x the amount of things that I do. Like, I literally use AI as co-pilots in my business, and everyone that works for me has to know how to use AI and how to integrate it, because we're able to move 10 times faster doing it this way and setting these little systems up, in comparison to how we used to operate, which would take us like weeks. Like, I can build a funnel and launch an entire low ticket funnel, all of the courses, all of the assets, everything in literally under a week. And it's pretty phenomenal because we have all these little co-pilot employees in place. And this isn't about replacing staff, but reality is, like, if anyone comes to work for me, they all have to know how to use AI so that they can do things like this, and they're using AI to accelerate their tasks. So let me know in the comments section if you really enjoyed this, if you got a lot of value from it. What was one thing that you really felt like was a gold nugget for you today? And give me a like, subscribe. I've got so many episodes coming out on how I'm using AI in my business, and I'm so excited to just share all of it with you. So I'll see you in the next episode.